The Cognitive Dissonance of Love by Jack Varnell, 05-28, 2018. The Cognitive Dissonance of Love, March 14th, 2012. Originally posted at the http www.goodmanproject.com. Author's note: I am a semi-educated and informed supporter of mental health issues, addiction treatment and prevention, and suicide prevention. This post is, with the exception of some slight artistic paint and polish, completely true, and comes directly from text messages, emails, and conversations held between the two involved parties. In most cases, it is verbatim, minus some suicidal-related comments and extremely colorful language. In the world of medicine, and with the exception of some misleading recent advertising, mental health issues tend to be stigmatized and callously discarded. There are always several sides to a story, and this is an attempt to shed a little light on the importance of the fact that the illness itself affects everyone involved, and that all must be active and willing participants in recovery, and constantly aware and learning how to love and support each other in that healing process. I hope it accomplishes that goal, and if you need additional information or referrals to MH care providers or services in your area, please direct message me, Jack Varnell, and I will help if I can. Excerpt from A Journal of Bipolar. Love. Prologue. She says all the time that I couldn't possibly understand what it means to be, well, her. I always respond by reinforming her that at least I am trying, and that seems to be more than anyone else ever did. In my own self-righteous way, of course, I remind her that if nothing else, we have love. We have common ground, we have survival instinct, and have earned that right to survive. It comes automatically with a highly developed need to thrive. The love lives in shared, unfinished sentences, in mutual feelings and visions. Love lives in the big picture and in the lies that aren't real, because we know defenseless moments in time and unguarded smiles of recognition and acceptance. What's important, the thing she forgets most often, is that we have shared so much of life and all it has had to offer us before we even met. I know a little about what it all means, as does she. Mania, depression, hopelessness, and addictions of all sorts have crossed my path. They have tempted me with the ease of giving up and sinking down for the last time. She has had the same, along with trauma I can only imagine. None of it is hers versus mine. I know these things. I know because I have seen and felt their defeatist and well-worn claws around my throat. I know their pain and futility. They are ancient, and though they once had the power to kill me, today they are an annoyance, old and feeble, weakened by truth. I know they can be defeated. I know because I want to live and thrive. She doesn't always want to believe that is true. I have to know it is, not only from experience, but because I have earned that gift. I must know, or die. She has given me too much reason to live for that. She forgets that, and yet, here I am. 80 convince her I know what it means. Here is what I would say, in her own voice, her interpretation, spoken as if I am her. I offer my answer, my understanding, whispered into her ear as if her own idea. Projected self-revelation. Two-way promises from two poets or more. She, I hate you. Don't leave me. Let me drive you away so you will stay. You ask about the worst of me, what I've told nobody, and hidden just out of sight. I'd say it's hidden below the surface, but I wear it on my sleeve or just under it, so you will hate me too. Me. Yes, I ask, but I do not ask about anything specific. No best or worst, good or bad, right or wrong, secret or worn on a sleeve. I ask about you. I know you better than most, but never enough. I want to know. I'm a seeker and you have been found. I only know the glimpses. I am together selfish and selfless. I love the feeling of loving you, and I want to know how to love you more and better. I ask because I must. You've hidden away too long. I ask because to quench the longing to be part of the sum total of you and I. It is the holy grail I have always sought. She, explain it. How do I explain myself when I am not even sure myself? How do I put into words what I have run from, what has kept me running for so long? I'm capable and willing to tell you all my secrets. I want to tell you everything, though I really can't or won't. I trust you enough to let it slip out a sliver at a time. Me. I do not require explanations. It's the explanations and reasoning that is flawed. Nothing is just the way it is and needs scrutiny, investigation without prior contempt, not blind acceptance. What I need is a more clear understanding of what the lies you believe are. The possibility exists. I can offer hope, because you choose to finally question the rest of the story. Maybe it will help me, this full disclosure. Maybe you will hate me. Please do. It would be easier. Maybe you will understand. I don't know. I don't care, yet I am sorry. But I am sick. Sick of running. Running on sickness. Running with scissors, hoping to fall. So here and now, you beautiful fucker, I give you what you think you want. I hate you. Not really. It's just what I do, but sometimes I think it is true. I let the phone ring when you call, or pretend I am napping even though I want to talk to you more than anything in the world. I will not call you, even though it is all I want to do. It's just a matter of principle. I'm a creature of habit. It's the way I am, me. It must be so hard to live on that roller coaster. But I must warn you, I love you, and it will be hard to convince me otherwise. All the things about me that you fell in love with are still here, and I suspect stronger than ever. It's part of why you resist so hard. Given all the tools and peace of mind you need, if you would see that, then the love I have for you would warm and console you, not overwhelm and frighten. The fact that I might sleep with music or watch TV while I do other things is not really the important fact. I would gladly give all that up to live in the splendor of you. You believe I don't know the things you do to hide, but like so many of the tactics you so automatically employ, they only serve to fool you. I don't feel like a target, or that I'm ignored. It is you who gets lost in the shuffle. I've said that all along. I win if you are happy and in love and aware of it enough to enjoy it. To reach out to you is not an option, even though every part of me wants to. I'm prone to reach out to tell you to fuck off and be mad you don't see it as a cry for help. Obviously, you're an asshole. Don't know me and never will. I'll make sure of it if you will read my writing. I will need to remind you that you weren't there for me later. Prince Charming has a price on his head. If I had a gun, his horse would be dead. You, maimed. I wonder why you think you need the armor. I thought you loved me. I will be angry, rabid even, and it will be you who caused it. Usually because you love me, you fucking jerk. I will hurt your feelings because I know how you feel. I will want to hurt you physically because you're so far away. I know if you were here, you might try to hold me. But you aren't here, so, be here in spirit, or try to come closer like we planned, and I will drive you away, or build a wall. I do that very well. I told you from the start, I'm afraid to let you closer. I crave constant attention and reassurances, and all it costs me is cold indifference. I can curse you, laugh at you, and call you weak because you let me. Cleverly twist the knife in a covert way in conversation. My family members think it's funny, the one I love today and hate tomorrow. What a pussy. You must be insane. Me. Again, in my rhetorical and rote fashion, I repeat, I love you. It is an uncontrollable emotion, and no matter what you or the world may throw at me, I fight to not be swayed. Love happens on a different plane. I could deny or pretend it doesn't exist, but that goes counter to everything in my life I have come to believe. Everything I believe you want and need as well. Ask yourself, if those that would discourage you, have earned the right to do so? Are they perhaps jealous of the fortitude and promise of a life filled with love forever? Have they ever sabotaged your happiness at any time in your life? Would the delicate balancing act come crashing down around them if you change the rules? Ask even if who you must ask is yourself. I will be jealous of the attention you give others. Roommates, friends, or the unknown people of the internet. It doesn't matter who if it isn't me. You will either waste my life a minute at a time on the phone, or you will be an asshole because you want to get off the phone to eat dinner. I expect and demand to have as many others in my life as I want. I will lie about them, spend time with them, sleep with them, or make them abuse me. And any of it will be your fault or your cross to bear. I'll have them whether or not you want me to. And even, especially, if it's just because you don't want me to. I'll compare you to them one day and you'll shine. The next you will stoop lower than any of them, or hurt me exactly like they did. Or did they? I forget. Can you please remind me? I will get mad at you for ignoring me. I will feel close to you and care for you one day, even be in love with you. Only to be mad and want you out of my life the next. Smother me with that same shit, different day rhetoric, with all that garbage about love, which doesn't exist, by the way. And you are a self-righteous prick if you think you could love me, or that I would ever love you. Though you are a saint for trying, and I can't understand why you would, except that you must be insane. I can't understand why you love me, so you must not. Not really. There is too much risk in that. Euphoric recall and emotional amnesia are the most blatant symptoms, and I use them like a reverse blanket to keep me cold. Maybe I've always had them. I don't know. Care. Or really even remember. The thing is, I have the memory of an elephant. An elephant in the middle of the room I ignore or feed, depending on which serves me better at the time. And like an elephant, when it is time, I will go off alone and die. I'll show you. The cognitive dissonance of love. I tend to see every event, each day, each conversation as a separate event, always looking for signs that you might hurt me. They are all disjointed, and you can bet I'm keeping track. When I feel neglected, I will get mad and forget that the day before, you told me how much you cared. I'm an inconsistent mess. There is a part of me who is happy and confident, and another part that is insecure, afraid, and that needs a defense whether it works or not. These days, I never know which one it will be. Every time I think I am in control, that I know you care, and